What's up, YouTube? Alright, today's the day I finish my temple. It's gonna be a pretty short stream tonight. I've only got a couple hours, but yeah, very, very close on the temple. Just need some more temple energy. And I've been playing today. I was playing for a while off stream, just experimenting with different build ideas. Went back to the Lich for a while and tried a couple things on Lich. Didn't really like it. And I had this idea to try Fireball on my bone skill. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm experimenting now with Black Flame Covenant Fireball with poison. It's kind of interesting. It feels a little clunky. It's not as good as the bone skills, but it's kind of fun and it looks cool. I'm using the Despair Curse on this one. I realize if I use Elemental Weakness, it would be higher damage with Dodras, but the Despair Curse, since we're doing Chaos damage, lowers enemy Chaos resistance, so it should actually increase the damage of the Fireballs. And it should increase the poison DPS too, is my idea. The biggest problem I'm having is getting enough fire infusions. I have Living Bomb socketed into Spellslinger. I was playing around with using, what's it called? Siphon Elements too. But I have to turn off Blink to use it. So, I don't know. I don't like playing without Blink. At least not when mapping. I'm going to keep Blink on for now, and then when I get to the temple, I'll turn it off. Hopefully get more fire infusions in there. Can you guys hear me okay? Almost forgot to kill the boss. Can't wait to get back in the temple and get this over with. Finally finish this build. The temple build, I mean. I only need like 3 more rooms. I think only 2 more rooms before I can start running the architect and fighting at Ziri. How's it going? Welcome back. Nice. That's it's definitely a lot better than you had it before. But yeah, you still got plenty of room to grow too. What level did you say you were at? Nice. So you can put on the level 21 gem now, right? That should help a lot. Alright, need 26 more energy. So what is that? 13 more maps. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Last Ascendancy's tough. Did you try doing the Trials of Chaos or Sekima's? Yeah. Sekima's is tough, man. Especially if you don't get, like, if you get bad afflictions and don't get any good boons, it can be tough. Yeah, that's true. Trials of Chaos. Those keys are crazy expensive. I should kill the map boss on this one. Yeah, I'm trying something new. Yeah, just like you said, Fireball and Cast on Crit, Black Flame Covenant. I've got Fireball and Living Bomb in Spellslinger, so it allows me to generate some fire infusions. It's not the most efficient, but my thought was if I use the Despair Curse as what I'm using to proc Dojo's Undoing, then it lowers chaos resistance, and since Black Flame Covenant is, it's all fire damage, or all chaos damage, and poison is also chaos damage, that it should lead to pretty good DPS, and it seems like it's working okay. I think it might be better with Elemental Weakness, though, because the Despair Curse is only level 31. If I use Elemental Weakness, it'll be like level 36. I think it'll be better damage, and it'll actually proc the Cast on Crit more. I'm not sure. I might try it. It's definitely not as good as the bone skills. On Acolyte, really? It's kind of fun to use Detonate Dead in this on when running the temple and stuff. That's kind of fun. There are purple Detonate Dead explosions. It's kind of cool. What was I looking for? Do I have a high level elemental weakness? I'll buy one. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are playing Acolyte this season. I've actually never played Diablo 2. Part of me wants to kind of go back and play it because obviously PoE is like they developed PoE based on Diablo 2. But I don't know. How's it going, Topics? How are you doing? 0.7%. It's a very small percentage of the population. Alright, let's try elemental weakness instead of despair. See if that feels better. Oh, you're trying to make the Adziri staff work on Varashta? What skills are you using? Okay. The damage should be better now. Yeah, that's nice of you to offer that, man. Okay, this actually feels a lot better. I'm getting more procs. Oh, I really liked the idea of using Despair just to get the reduced chaos res, but this definitely feels better. PBCPF, what is that? Oh, that's your in-game name. I thought that was like some lingo that I had never heard of. I was like, damn, how old am I? Poison Bonecock Pathfinder, nice. Love that. Really? So it's like copying the Jin's projectiles when it hits the mirrors. That sounds really cool. I've been going back and forth on whether or not I want to level a Varashta. The only thing holding me back is not knowing what build I would want to make out of it. I want to try something with the increased radius of time loss jewels. You get 10 stacks of critical weakness instantly. Is that from the Jin skill? Oh, okay. But then because you're copying it, you're like getting a bunch more procs on it. That sounds awesome. That's a good question. Honestly, uh, what are the time lost jewels are not that expensive anymore, and omens of light are pretty expensive now. Last I looked, I think they're like almost 50 divines. Let me check actually. So it's like if you desecrate and you don't hit, to like try to fix it is very expensive. Yeah, these are almost 50 divs. I don't know. Maybe desecrate with Omen of Abyssal Echoes, and then if you don't hit, I wouldn't Omen of Light it. I'd probably just annul it back down and try again. Ooh, I'm laggy. Server lag spike. Just gonna hang out in the corner over here. Oh, I'm gone. Yeah, I honestly don't think I would use them on this. Because, like, you could probably get a time lost jewel that has stats that you want on it for, like, probably less than 100 divines. So it's like, is it worth it to use Omen of Lights on it? Probably not. Probably still better to desecrate with the Abyssal Echoes just because it gives you more chances, but yeah, I probably wouldn't Omen of Light it. Probably just annul and pray. And then yeah, you can always just start over. You also don't need to use perfect exalts on jewels, by the way. You can just use regular exalted orbs. Doesn't make a difference. The modifiers don't have levels associated with them on jewels. What is going on? My spell slinger's not building energy. Oh, that's why. Sounds good. See you when you get back, man. Should be in the temple soon. Yeah, when you get back, hopefully you can get that last ascendancy too. Nice. I've actually never done an ascendancy carry before. Do you have to like start the whole thing with the person, or can you just like run Sekimas and then like before you get to the last boss, just invite people in right then? I assume you could do the latter, but I've never tried. I've always run them myself. Okay, that's what I thought. Nice. I don't think I'd want to try to carry anybody with this fireball setup right now. But if I go back to the bone scales, I'd be down. Or when I go back to the bone scales. We're so close, boys. Almost time to finish the temple. Just, I don't know. I'm still kind of learning how to play it and kind of testing it out. Just, the damage isn't as good. It's not as smooth. I've died a few times. Um, I'm sure it would be fine in Sekimas. I just wouldn't want to chance it with a build that I'm not super comfortable with yet. Double check and see if how much energy I need. Oh, I still need, what, 6 maps? Come on, where's the damage? There it is. Kind of. What is the best way to farm? For me personally, if I'm not doing temple, I like to run Sekimas. Sekimas are a really, really good farm. Especially if your character's strong enough where you can do the Desperate Alliance runs and get against the darkness, you're guaranteed profit every run. And there's the potential for humongous profit. Like I got an Against the Darkness, was it last week? That I sold for like 10,000 divines. Kind of crazy. But yeah, even the cheapest ones will net you profit, and you're guaranteed to get one every run. So that's my recommendation personally. Omens, yeah, doing ritual is probably pretty good. I haven't done much ritual farming this season, but that is a fairly easy farm too, yeah. Yeah, Twister is great for ritual. That tiny confined space. Yeah, might as well. Doesn't hurt. As long as you know you can take down Zarok in like the buffed form, then definitely worth it to do Against the Darkness runs. Yeah, I know people are willing to pay for their last set of ascendancy points. Definitely some good profit there too. If you can beat the last boss um, in a party setting, for sure. Where are the crystals? Did I pass them? Yep, right by the start. Somebody in global chat just I can leech at level 6, right? One more map. One more map. Yeah, the build can be a little bit squishy. How much mana do you have? I find when I go into boss fights, I try to make sure, like if I'm farming citadels, for example, that my mana is like overcapped from mana remnants, and then I just try to kill the boss before they can kill me. But I have died from citadels here and there too, so citadels are always a little bit rippy. Stack mana and stack damage so you can kill things before they kill you. On this character, I pretty rarely die on this character. It's very rare, but I do have another focus. This one that has more energy shield on it. When I equip this one, so I'm at 2.8k mana right now. If I equip this one, I'm at 3,300 mana. And then when it overflows, it'll go over like 5,000, which is a pretty good amount of survivability. So you could try something like that, but your damage goes down a lot. I actually feel more survivable with less mana and more damage. Unfortunately, this build doesn't really have any good ways to scale defenses. All right, temple time. Let's put on detonate dead. I think I want to keep fork on. Do I want to go back to despair though? Let's try elemental weakness first, see how this feels. Build feels pretty good in the temple. We're going double fireball. It's a lot of fireballs. Gotcha. I've tried playing it with the scepter. It just lowers the DPS a lot. And yeah, amulets with spirit are very expensive. Unfortunately. Are you using like Archmage? I like Archmage a lot because it does work well if you're using a scepter. The only thing that sucks about it with this build is that Archmage does not help your Bone Storm at all because it only affects non-channeling skills, and Bone Storm is a channeling skill. Where's my alchemy lab? Oh, I almost died there. This feels insane. Oh, we got a thaumaturge, seriously? Just need the alchemy lab. Part of me wants to buy an all spells wand, because I bought this one for this test, +5 to level of fire spell skills. Change Bone Storm to Entangle. Yeah, you can use Entangle. You can definitely use Entangle. It's probably not going to be as good as Bone Storm is in the setup with the Focus, but with the Scepter, it might be better. Could definitely try that. Yeah, I feel like if I could get an all spells wand, it would be one less spell skill, but I'd be able to get the Despair Curse up to like level 35. I think that might feel better for this setup. Kind of want to see. Let's see. Ooh, 2 sockets. % increased fire damage. What if I specify it has to be just generic spell damage? 2800 divs for a sanctified one. I don't know, guys. Should I buy this? This is just like a generically good wand that would work with a lot of different skills. Could do physical skills, could do elemental skills, could mix and match. It's kind of like, what else am I spending my currency on, you know? Maybe after this run. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, the one I have right now has level 20 Spell Slinger. It's nice to have that 5th slot. I just think if I could make this work with the Despair Curse, it would be a lot stronger. It's kind of blinding when there's that many fireballs on the screen. I'm gonna go grab some sunglasses or something. Alright, I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna get an alchemy lab. Watch this. Shit. We're so close. Sure, why not? Should I buy it? What does this one have? 19 spell slinger? I feel like if I add a level 20 spell slinger, it's gonna make it like minimum 1 mirror. Watch. 4,200 divs. And it's already sanctified. Wow, this one had tier 3 crit and it rolled up to 61. That's crazy. This one's definitely better. I don't even have 4,200 divs. I spent so much today. I sold my mirror earlier to do some testing. And I'm already down to under 4,000. I could sell this one back, but it probably won't sell very quick. I think I actually do need a level 20 spell slinger to make this build work. Just because of the living bomb harmonic remnants combo. Try to craft one. I could maybe do that. How much is a... How much is a dueling wand with spell slinger? Level 20. And then maybe one that's already got the all spell skills on it. $75 divs. What about one with that and... The base is insane. Doesn't seem too bad. If you're going for an exceptional base one, like a 2-socket one, that'd be insane. It's probably gonna be like, it doesn't even exist. A normal 2-socket with level 20 spell slinger. 3 mirrors. That's insane. As much as I'd like the second socket, I'm okay without it. Ideally, yeah, fractured spell damage. But how much is one that already has it? I don't know. I haven't done much wand crafting this season. Was it like 105 for tier 1? 1100 divs. How much is one just with fractured spell damage already? We want it to be higher. Let's say 110. Okay, but not. $180 divs for a spell damage fracture on a level 20 spell slinger. That doesn't seem that bad. Well, it looks like I could just straight up buy one already fractured for 180 divs. This one's already got the cast speed on it too, but I would want to get the... I gotta imagine chaos spamming for +4 to level up skills would be insane. Like if you... It does seem quite cheap, but here's the problem. Where are wands? All spell skills is the lowest weight. That's just going to be like an eternity of chaos spamming to finally hit that. Like what's that compared to the spell damage? Oh, that's also 50. The suffix is there's more overall weight, so I think it actually makes more sense to get one that's already fractured with the +4 to all spell skills and then chaos spam for the spell damage. Right? Yeah, I start to lose my mind when I start chaos spamming. And then if you roll over the mod that you want, I'm like ready to break my computer if that happens. Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to be rich enough to sanctify, so that makes sense because they wanted to get to +5. It would be nice to have that, but I don't think I'm going to get that rich this season to go trying to sanctify it. I keep spending too much currency on just like build swapping, trying different skills and stuff. So what's the process from there? Let's say you get either fractured spell skills or fractured spell damage, tier 1. You chaos spam for the other one. Once you have those two mods, what's the next step? Let's say you have the spell damage fracture. Do you start, do you like add more prefixes and then use, or do you just like whittle everything or what? Okay. How do you finish the prefixes then? That makes sense for the suffixes, but prefixes, do you then just whittle? Or use the, what is it, sinistral erasure? Got it. You're making me want to try it. Because I can always just go back to my bone cage setup until, and then sell this fire wand until I complete that craft. That makes sense. I mean, you probably just have to make sure you're not going to whittle off something you want to keep, right? And then weigh that with the cost of which omen costs more. All right. And alchemy lab. Son of a bitch. Alright, I think after this run, I'm going to buy that 180 div base. Try to craft on it. Ooh, an Alchemy Lab room card. Let's go. That's it. That was what I needed. It's going good. How are you doing? Alright. Close temple. Sure, we'll drop that there. Finally got the Alchemy Lab. Now we just need a Thaumaturge. Got the Corruption Chamber card waiting. Once I get a Thaumaturge, I'm done with the temple. It'll finally be finished. I'm going to wait until the Thaumaturge is down at least before I start running at Zeri. But we're doing pretty good. We're right there. Finish line is in sight. Yep. Very close. And I think I'm about to try to craft a wand for this new build setup because trying to find one that works on the trade side is a little expensive. See if I can craft one myself. So this one, 180 divs. You dropped a mirror with 21 rooms? That's crazy. Congratulations, man. Did you drop it recently? You're rich now. Okay. I'm gonna go to Craft of Exile first. Congratulations. That's awesome. Did you sell it or are you just sitting on it? Let's see, dueling wand. It's already got spell damage, T1. I'll just... Okay. And then we can go to the simulator, use emulator settings, and then test how many, let's do greater chaos until we get tier 1 all spell skills. All right, let's see. Okay, that's actually not bad odds. somewhere around 1 in... Okay, the odds are going up. Probably about 1 in 500 chance. 1 in 400, 1 in 500. To hit that tier 1 spell damage, all 4 spell skills. That's actually not that bad. Alright, I'll try it. You convinced me, Topics. Ooh, or I could just buy this one. This is like exactly what I was looking for. Alright, I'm gonna try it myself. Yeah, I just did I don't know if you were watching, but I did a Craft of Exile simulation. So starting with fractured spell damage, just using Greater Chaos, hunting for that all spell skills tier 1. It's like 1 in 5. Okay, this time it's really bad luck. I just ran the simulation out of like 10,000 tests or something. It was looking like 1 in 500, but this time it's looking a lot worse. There's no way I'm trying this with regular chaos. I'll lose my mind. Be like 1 in 5,000 or something. Alright. Alright, I'm buying it. I bought it. We're gonna try it. Yeah, it's really nice to simulate things. See, like, you know, if I were to try this craft, about how many, you know, chaos orbs will it take? All right, here we go. There's a lot of cool things you can do with Craft of Exile. It's fun to experiment on there. See if I can do it with the Greater Chaos that I already have on me. Tier 1 crit. much does it dilute the mod pool if I used Perfect Chaos? Where's PoEDB? So, isn't there a way to minimum eye level 50? Reduces it to 19,900 weight. Whereas 35. Perfect Chaos are only like twice as likely, like less than twice as likely. +4 spell on the Desecrate is insane. I don't believe in my luck enough for that. I got 3 all spell skills there. Damn, that's crazy. What does quality do on Spellslinger? Increase energy gain? Alright, we're like 130, 140 chaos, greater chaos so far. Makes sense. Yeah, the bones are so expensive now. It's a nice wand. So you desecrated the spell skills. What did you settle for with the chaos spamming? You chaos spammed and settled for what? The crit chance? And then you went for the desecrate, or? I'm gonna try perfect chaos. Why not? Oh, spell fizz. Alright, that's enough of that. Back to greater chaos. Okay. It's a ballsy strategy. That's insane that you managed to hit +4 on the desecrate. +3, come on. I think this is the only the second time I've seen all spell skills show up in like 250 greater chaos. That's not bad. 1400 div is not bad. Somewhere around 300 chaos in. Starting with magic bases, yeah. What was the strategy using magic bases? Can you force gain as extra on with essences on wands, or does that only work for martial weapons? Yeah, it says specifically melee weapon or bow or crossbow. Bummer. Oh, tier 1 crit chance. Why? There's no way I'm going to hit the all spells on the Desecrate, so I'm going to roll past it. I think that's the second time I've seen tier 1 crit. +3 again. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Come to think of it, now that you mention it, using the crit essence, I seem to remember watching his video on that. I'm almost out of greater chaos. Wait a second. Am I stupid? Okay, you can get all skills on eye level 78. I was like, this is only eye level 80, but you can still get the all skills. There's another T1 crit. Alright, I'm out of greater chaos. How much do greater chaos cost right now? Damn, I just blew through a lot of divines. For all skills, according to PoE DB, it only has to be eye level 78. I confirm that on the trade site. Yeah. Eye level 78 or higher. It only has to be eye level 81 or higher if you want +5 to like a specific type of skill. Man, Greater Chaos are expensive though. Let's try another like 50 divs worth. This one's got T1 spell damage on it. Eye level 80. What does T1 spell damage need? Yeah, it just looks like if you want to get the... Like if you want +5 to lightning or cold or something, or physical, that it has to be eye level 81. But for all spell, it only has to be 78, and then spell damage is 80. What about the specific types of damage? Okay, so like T1 cold or T1 fire is eye level 81. But the generic spell damage is only 80. I don't know. I should reset this trade. Holy shit. Okay, I'll bite. Yeah, it does. It actually, if what you're going for is the +4, if it's only eye level 80, then yeah, you wouldn't have those +5s won't be an option. So there's technically fewer mods that you can get. Let me see how that dilutes the mod pool here. So if I say eye level 35 and then max eye level is 80 versus 81. So 31,900 versus 31,400. So it doesn't increase the chances a lot, but it does increase the chances a tiny bit. Just trying to buy some Greater Chaos, man. 50 divs worth. Okay, I guess 40 divs worth. Alright, keep going. Another T1 crit chance. It's my third one. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but I want to double check and see that the level of all skills, level 4, that there are ones at this eye level that exist. Oops. Yeah. So eye level 80 plus 4 to level of skills. It does exist. I just needed that for my peace of mind. All right. Probably about 100 div worth of greater chaos thrown at this so far. It's another T1 crit. All right, if I don't hit it in this round of greater chaos orbs, I think I'm going to set this wand aside for tonight. Go back to the temple. +3 again. Yeah, it is worth it. I feel like chaos spamming is like soul sucking. Another T1 crit. Last one. Ah. All right. I'm gonna go back to the temple for now just because I want to do some more temple tonight before I sign off. But I'll try to work on that wand more tomorrow if I have time. Yeah. I mean, I would like to get something really good. Something comparable to like what I'm using uh, already. Like the one I have right now is 6T1. It's just fire spell skills. I just want basically this exact wand, but with +4 to all spell skills. Actually going to turn off blink. Turn on siphon elements. Good luck. I've done that before too, trying to spam perfect dog for all spell. +4 to all spell is the hardest mod I think to get on a wand because it's the lowest weighted mod. I really like the coverage on Fireball. It's like it hits every nook and cranny in the room. Actually created a portal. The nice thing is if I do end up getting a good all spells wand, then I can go back to using Bone Storm for bossing, while also using something like this for mapping. I can just be a little bit more selective, or I'm not like so like pigeonholed into using Bone Cage, for example. Kind of keeps things fresh. will the impair passive work? Let me check. I'm not sure what that one is off the top of my head. So impair. That won't work because it's damage with one-handed weapons is damage done by hitting with a one-handed weapon. So that's only going to apply to like melee weapons and stuff, like maces, spears, stuff like that. It won't apply to spell damage. Yeah, no problem. Okay, last corruption chamber leveled up. Or second to last. Alright, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I want this wand. So I'm going to go back to trying to craft it. Unfortunately, I can only stream for like 15 more minutes tonight, so I'm going to have to bail soon. So I'll spend my last 15 minutes trying to finish crafting this wand. Or just finish chaos spamming it. Try another 50 divs worth. According to Craft of Exile, it's about a 1 in 500 chance. And I'm like 800 chaos in. It is a pain. Especially this part. I know. I'm like 1,000 freaking greater chaos into this and it hasn't shown up yet. The thing is, I mean, those are just, that's like on average. In game results may vary. Okay, another 300. Come on. I've done those Craft of Exile simulations before and gotten like a rough idea for how long things would take. I've definitely had better luck, and I've definitely had a lot worse luck. It looks like this is one of those days. I feel like I've never had good luck chaos spamming for level of skills. That just seems like the hardest thing to chaos spam for. Getting tired. Yeah, you just never know, man. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get really unlucky. It's like farming for like really super rare drops too, you know, like farming for Adorned or something. Back in like 0.1, I decided to farm for Adorns because at the time they were selling for like 115 divs unidentified. I started farming for them and I got one on my like seventh run, and they're like a 1 in 50 drop chance. And I've heard people, I remember like reading on Reddit, people saying that they farmed and after like 200 runs, they still hadn't dropped a single one. I was like, man, it's just crazy how luck can vary so much. I have no issues hitting T1 crit. Let's hope that's the case when I start desecrating. Go another 50 or 44 or whatever. It's not looking good out here, boys. That was a perfect T1 crit. How much do a null cost? The nulls are about the same price as Greater Chaos. I could perfect Exalt. Whatever, let's try it. I've got a bunch of annuls. Here, I'm gonna put these away for a minute. Let's move some stuff around here. So I can go like left, right. Whoa. I got it. Holy shit. What was that like that was the 6th one? Good suggestion. It's beautiful. Dude, I almost hit the annul on it too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me look at the modifiers again. Let me pull up PoEDB. That was a lot faster. I spent like an hour chaos spamming it and got nothing. Okay, so what mods on the suffixes do I not want to get? So T1 cast is level 80. T1 mana per enemy killed would fuck me over, right? Yeah, suffix exalt, pray, and then I can whittle if I need to. There's really only 2 mods that can fuck me over, and it's mana regen rate and mana per enemy killed. These 2 mods can fuck me. I only have 1 suffix exalt omen. My Bone Storm and Hideout. I don't have Bone Storm equipped right now, but Bone Storm and Hideout, when I have the Bone Storm Prism of Belief on, is sitting at like 3.1 million. Yeah, I think you're right. If I can desecrate the mana regen or something. That might be a good block. Let's do that. So I can just desecrate it with like a regular Jawbone, right? It doesn't have to be anything special. And then it has to be a suffix. Okay, let's suffix desecrate. This is the move, right? All right. I've got some Abyssal Echoes. Okay. Huh. I'll go grab some Omens of Light. Should have brought some with me. I'm gonna turn Blink back on so I can get around faster. They did. They nerfed how many drop from the Aminamu Void mobs. So they're back up to, yeah, 49 divs each. Jesus. With like no spread on them. Attribute requirements is only eye level 60. I specifically want to hit mana regen rate or mana per enemy killed. Because those are the only things, like if I perfect exalt on mana regen rate or chaos or whatever, one of those two mods, then I can't whittle them off. That's a good point. Yeah, it's not worth it to keep Omen of Lighting. I think now we start whittling. No, should I whittle? Let's perfect exalt the other suffix and then start whittling. I think that's the move. So that's a suffix. Okay. Two really nice mods. Why spell damage and not physical spell damage? I'm testing a new build setup, so I'm not. This is the wand I was using for Bone Cage. Right now, I'm testing a setup with Chaos Fireballs using Black Flame Covenant. So I'm testing a new build right now. It's not the same build from before. It won't boost the gains. Yeah. Generic spell damage is always better than a specific type of damage anyways. Even for the Bone Cage setup, I would prefer on this wand to have spell damage as opposed to physical spell damage, because Dojo's Undoing does chaos damage, and that doesn't scale based on the fizz damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Omen of Light. How much are whittles? Let's check that. Bone Cage, I mean, generic just straight spell damage is the same as physical spell damage as far as Bone Cage is concerned. So, and because generic spell damage is more versatile, it's just generally a better mod. Okay, I was looking up whittle prices. Oh shit, it's 11:30. Okay, whittles are 76, so I will Omen of Light this mod off. We will grab some suffix omens. You're probably right. I probably should just do that. My girlfriend's calling me. Alright guys, I gotta end the stream here. I'm gonna play around with this some more. I'll probably am not gonna stream again for another couple of days. My girlfriend's off the next couple of days, so I'll probably stream again on Friday. So have a good night, guys. I'm out. Peace. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Yeah, the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Thank you, thank you. I will definitely have a good time with her.